Hello YouTube. So 2 days ago I bought this bike for $2,200 and it needs some work. Okay, so at the end I'm gonna add all the expenses and let you all know how much I spent on it and how much it's worth. You'll need to remove this side part of the fairing and this bottom part of the fairing. Loosen up these screws, this one, some probably, yep, that one right there, this screw, and I'll show any other screws that are there. And then these push tabs, this one here, this one, and this one. 3 on this side, 3 on the other side.
Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, Stars, I keep seeing stars inside your eyes.
So you just lift this thing from here.
We collide. Tell me that I'm all you ever wanted. Take me to a crowded place and I know all I see is the way that you breathe. Hit me like a hurricane and I know all I need is your love next to me. Oh, I keep sinking into your blue, yeah, I keep sinking into your blue, right into you.
So you are supposed to have a plastic tab, screw tab here, one here, but I'm missing this one, and this one here is just a zip tie. So I'm just gonna cut it. And these bottom parts, they should come off. Oh wait, I'm missing one screw, and this screw. So once you take off this screw, these fairings, the bottom fairings, should come off.
So the fairings are off, and now I'm gonna change the engine oil and the engine oil filter. And then, as you can see, the fairings are off. And I just started it. I'm gonna start it for about 4 to 5 minutes so that the oil gets a little warm and comes out nice and easy. And after that, I'm gonna turn it off. And this is the bleeder bolt for the drain bolt for the engine oil. This one, it's on the left side of the motorcycle. This bolt, this one comes out first, and then the second one is this one here. So you take out this one first. Once that one is done draining, then you take out that one. Okay, I'll show you in a sec. Okay, so I'm gonna open this one first. It's size 18. Here I'm using size 18 socket and a ratchet to open this one. And let's see the oil coming out of here. Damn it. You. And now I'm using these pliers to pull out the screen or the filter or whatever you call it there. I'm gonna put it aside for now. Okay, once that is done draining, then I am going to unscrew this bolt right here. That's the second drain bolt. and that is size 13. So now I'm just gonna let it drain, and I'm gonna clean these screens, filters, whatever you call them, with a carb cleaner. Here, this one. It says carburetor and choke cleaner. I'm gonna spray this and just clean that. I'm not gonna use any brush or anything, just gonna use the pressure from the can to clean it all. You can either use this or a brake cleaner to clean it all. You can see the color changed from dark to almost not dark to light. And now on the right side here, as you can see, this is the fill plug. Make sure that you are able to open it before you drain the oil, because if you drain all the oil and you cannot open it, then you will have no oil and you will not be able to bring your bike to your mechanic or whatever. So make sure before you start draining it that you're able to open it. Mine was pretty easy. And here is the filter. This is the cap that goes on the main oil filter. So I'm gonna unscrew these two small screws and take off the cover, and then I'll take out the filter. These are size 8, so that's why I'm using 8mm socket. They should not be too tight. You should just be able to just pull it with your hands. And right there, that steel thingy, that is the filter. I'm gonna use a flathead screwdriver to just like pry it out. Here, I'm just gonna put that in there and just there. And just pull it out. There you go. So this is the oil filter that I'm going to use. The part number is KTM155. That's all there is. This tiny little thing. I'm just gonna put it, the rubber side goes in there and you just push it in. And before putting it in, I'm just gonna clean that oil that I see in there with a rag, and then I'm gonna put it in. Okay, so now as you can see, it's much cleaner in there. Not sure if you can see it. And I'm just gonna install this filter in there. This rubber side goes in like this, and then it just, yeah, there you go. You just push it in and it's just in there. Now I'm gonna make sure the cover that goes up here is clean, and I'm gonna screw that back on here. Putting back the cover for the oil filter. Okay, Okay, so the cover is back on, and make sure that you do not tighten this too much. Just tighten it a little bit. Once it's snug, just give it just a little bit of push. That's it. You do not need to tighten them too much. Just leave them like that, and if you see any leaks from here, then just tighten them a little bit more. Otherwise you're good. You don't want to tighten them too much. So when you're putting it back, just lube these rubber grommets, the O-rings, a little bit with the new oil. This one and the one here, right at the back, and same thing with the other one. So just so that they go in nice and easy. I'm not sure if you saw it, but when we were opening the first drain bolt, the O-ring from the oil screen, it fell in there here. So just pick it up and just make sure that it's on there, because you're gonna need it. We recommend that you replace it, but we didn't get a new one, so I'm just gonna use this one for a little while, because I'm gonna do the next oil change pretty soon, because this one was pretty dirty. I'm just gonna oil up the O-ring just a little bit with the new oil, just so that it goes in nice and easy, does not get caught on anything. And it goes up here on this part there, and then that goes in there. Tighten the drain bolt first. So now you do not want to tighten these bolts too much, because I forgot, it's either the engine block or these bolts. One of them is made of aluminum, and if you tighten it too much, something is gonna get messed up. So let me show you how much you just need to tighten it. So see, now it's snug, so that's it. That is all you need to do. Do not tighten it too much. Just just do a little bit, and just keep an eye on it for the next 2-3 days. And if you see any oil dripping, then just tighten it a little bit more. Just make sure that you do not over tighten it. This one, and then the same thing goes with the other one. And that's it. So okay, now the drain bolts are in, and now I'm gonna fill it up from this fill plug here. According to my owner's manual, it says it takes 15W50 motor oil, so I'm using this Mobil 1 synthetic oil, and it takes 1.7 liters. This one is 1 liter, so I'm gonna put all of it in there, and then the second one I'm just gonna measure it with a measuring cup and put in just 700 milliliters. So I've got my funnel in there, because you want to use a funnel for sure, because the hole is really small and it's gonna spill if you don't use a funnel. Okay, so that is 1 liter in there. And now I'm gonna open the other one. Okay, so 1 liter is in there, and now we need 700 milliliters, which equals to 1.7 liter. Just gonna open this one. Okay, so I'm using this measuring cup. Okay, here. Since it's only up to 600 milliliters, I'm gonna do it in 2 tries. So first one, 500 milliliters, and it goes in there. And 200 milliliters more, and we have all the oil that we need. Okay, and that is 1.7 liters in there. And if you're just unsure, you can always underfill it. Just put maybe 1.5, 1.6 liters in there, because underfilling a little bit it is okay, but if you overfill it, that's really bad for the engine. So never ever overfill it. And also, if you underfill it, you can always add more, but if you overfill it and need to take out some of the oil, you'll need to take out the drain plug, which will drain all of the oil. So that's gonna be a big job. And now I'm just gonna put this back on. Just hand tighten it. You don't need to use anything else for this one. Just hand tighten it. Use your hand to tighten it as much as you can, and that's it. And that is all that you need to do for oil change. And then the next thing that you gotta do is start your bike for about, leave it on for 4 to 5 minutes, and then give it another 4 to 5 minutes, and then you will see the oil level in this glass right here, and it should be between these two marks.